Thank you very much, Anne, for your speech. Right from the second I heard your title, I was intrigued. This is not the first icebreaker I've heard from you, or the first speech. So I know that you, like I am, a bit of a not liking people very much speech. So I was wondering what you were going to say. I'm going to tell you about some things I thought you did really well, and a couple of things that I think would, for me, improve your future speeches. First of all, I really liked how you painted pictures. They were pictures of things I could see, and they also evoked in me emotions. You started off by telling us about your lab, and you told us that she was shaped like a rectangle, but she should be shaped like a heart, and you told us why that was so. You used great vocal variety. You talked about how she loves to meet people. You used great gestures describing once more your dog, and when she goes to the park and I can see her running around greeting others, both people and dogs. And when you talked about her tongue out and her tail wagging, I could just see her whole body from one end to the other wiggling around with happiness and joy. I also like the humor you used. Most of it was kind of self-deprecating, but in a very gentle and nice way. You talked about the shirts you might get, and you even closed and later on talked about maybe you could move to having shirts where you might be almost as friendly as your dog is. You were talking about your happy hippo nickname for her, which again led me to visualize what she looked like. When you talked about the dog's brakes not working, I could see her exuberance to meet people, overcoming her ability to stop, which again was good. And the last bit of funny part that I jotted down was how you talked about people looking like their dogs. And I was laughing for that because I can't really see you running up to people being excited and overjoyed to meet them and to interact with them. But if this works, who knows, I might need to rent a dog or something like that. When it comes to things that I thought you might be able to work on, you started off great with gestures and that, and you had lots of other material where you could have used gestures, but I didn't see you doing that. And so even if you did things like, who knows, I might run up to people one day, stick out my tongue and wag my tail with joy, just adding more animation into your speeches. Another thing I thought you might have liked to try was sharing a couple of pictures of your puppy with us. That might have given us the big picture, maybe even if you just ended with that. And here she is, my happy hippo. And that's my last thing, is the ending. I thought that you kind of ended abruptly. And maybe if you did something like a picture, and here's my happy hippo, or I hope to one day be like my dog. Just something where even the vocal inflections signify that the end is there. A challenge to you then is to really, in your choice of speeches, you're like me, you speak a lot of in factual things, and you do a great job of just happy speeches like this. So maybe you could practice your skills in the future by using some different choices of speeches to lend you to be able to do more vocal variety and gestures than happens necessarily in that factual speech. Thank you so much for stepping in today and for entertaining us. And I'll be smiling all afternoon thinking about your puppy dog. Mr. General Evaluator.